In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can make outros like this in less than 10 minutes. So let's get into it. So first, we're actually going to start out with Google Flow. And what we need to do is we need to quickly go to Google search. But this website, I'm going to leave a link to it in the below. It's a website from Google. It's just really good for AI video creation. And it's going to be the website that we're using. So what we first need to do is we first need to get a YouTube template. So when you Google, you can actually see a bunch of different templates and layouts that are really cool that already have the default format. Now, you aren't able to, set the specific ratio here, but ideally what you want to find is an image that is 16:9, and then you essentially want to get that image and then convert it into your own. So for example, let's say this image right here, I like the way this is. I can copy this image, or for example, even this one right here, I can copy this image, and some of these may look better or worse depending on your theme, but I would say that, just pick one that, suits your fit. There's many different outros here. You could even go as far as to, going on Canva. But the reason that I've actually chosen these end screens is because these end screens are going to be the one that actually work with aspect ratio. So once you've found one that you like, and remember guys, it's not about the design. We can change the design. All you're trying to do is find one that has the right placements. So for example, let's say we even wanted something super basic. Let's just grab this one here. This is just super basic. Or in fact, I'm going to grab this one because it's actually pretty on brand. We can just drop this into Google Flow. Next, what we want to do is we want to grab our image assets. So these are going to be things like our logo and our color scheme. So let me grab those. So here you can see I've actually got my logos here. Now, some of you guys, you may have a background image at all, but I'm just going to, work on the preface that you really don't have that many assets. So for me, it's just my wordmark logo and my other logo. For you, it may be your profile picture, but I'll show you guys how to do both. So firstly, what we want to do is you want to actually add this to the prompt. And firstly, we want to say image, and then we want to go 16:9, and then we want to say resize, just put in resize, and then don't change anything. And all this will do is this will essentially resize this image, and it will give you a base plate from to work off. So we're just going to wait for that image to get created. And so even if it does change anything, sometimes it just hallucinates. It doesn't really matter. You can always use Nano Banana Pro. It costs 0 credits. We're just going to add this to the prompt. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to add my assets. Now, depending on what assets you do want to add, it's completely up to you. But I'm going to add my word logo. And then of course, I'm going to add my profile picture here. So what I will do is I will say, change this image to a dark black theme with purple elements and include my logo. So you want to be very, very specific. So whatever your logo says, so my one says the AI grid there at the top, and replace the thank you for watching. And then what I can do here is I can now say in the middle circle, place the purple profile picture. And so I didn't even spell that right, but I'm sure it's going to be able to get that right. In fact, let me just fix the spelling. So now you can see it should be the AI grid up there. It should be my thing there. And then I'm going to just say remove the subscribe for more videos. And then what I'll do is I'll now click enter. And remember that has to be 16:9. And this image should serve as the first rendition of what it's going to look like. Now, for me, I usually just sometimes do 3 images, but it's up to you depending on which, one you have. Nano Banana Pro usually uses 0 credits, but it does depend on which tier you have, okay? And if this doesn't work in this Google Flow mode, you can just do this in the standard Chat Gemini interface, and you'll be able to just do the same. Just make sure you copy the same images, whichever images that you want, and then you'll be able to do it too. Okay, so here you can see that this is exactly what I would want. Now, if you want to make some, further iterations, of course, grab the image here by just adding this to the prompt, then just click X on the previous elements. And now what we can do is I can say, instead of a completely purple background, what I can do is I can actually replace the background, and I'm actually going to replace it with my actual personal branding. So you guys can see right here that this is my background that I usually use in my videos. So I'm going to say, instead of a completely purple background, replace it with the black and white one. And so, of course, if there are any images or any slight things that you didn't want in that final rendition, this is going to be the final place where you change that before you get your final image. And so, yeah, this final image here is what I would like. Of course, always you can render it again. I know I only rendered it with 1 image, but if you're someone that's super, super itsy and weird about your images, you can just render them as many times as you like. Do be aware of the limitations though. But anyways, let's say we've got this image. Now all I need to do is literally animate this. So now what I would do is just use the same start and end image. And then I would say animate this image, use minimal motion graphics. Okay, let neon lights glow around the 2 boxes. Okay, and that's easily what I could do here. So now I'm just going to hit animate. Now, depending on what you want, I would always go with VO 3.1 fast because you don't really need a super, super high quality image here. This is going to be the end screen. So most people won't even see this. So you're either going to put VO 3.1 fast or VO 3.1 light because those ones are not really going to cost you that much credits. I'm only going to do light for this video tutorial so I can hurry up and make it, but that's another one. Now, another variation of this, what you could do is you could add this to the prompt, which is the background image. And then what you could do is you could then add this as the end screen. So then add this one to the prompt. So your image starts like this, and then it fades into that. So then we could say animate YouTube outro end screen. And literally, you don't even need to prompt it more than that. You can just hit enter. And of course, do beware of the credits that you do use. And then we'll just wait for that. And then I'll show you how both of those turn out. What was it called again? So here's the first style of images that we just rendered. And you can see this is one essentially using that same image. You can see that this would very much so work as a YouTube end screen. We just literally put this in, put our videos there, and we already know that this aspect ratio is correct. And that actually looks pretty cool to me. Now, of course, that is level 1. You can see level 2 here. If we go to level 2, this is what the image would look like. My logo floats in. You can see that this circle comes in, that comes in, and then, of course, those come in finally. And I would argue that that is, of course, an even better outro. Now, of course, I could even combine these, like have this one, and then I could even extend this, which is even cooler. So if I want to extend this now, let's click the extend button, and I could say, you know, literally the video just continues on. It's completely up to you. But yeah, 7 seconds of a YouTube outro. I mean, this is something that I think, you know, and I definitely personally will be using. And so, yeah, this is why I say making YouTube outros isn't hard at all. And this is with Google Flow, which is arguably a free AI tool. You can see that all of these different variations look very, very good. So, I mean, it's completely up to you. You can literally just have it fade into this one right here. No animations, you know, and if you want to, you know, direct where you want that animation to go, you're always free to prompt it. Let's say, for example, your logo was a lion. Let's say it was a flower. You could have the flower growing, you know, a little bit here. You could have flower all around if that was your kind of thing. You know, if it was a horror documentary, you could have the horror text or some blood dropping or whatever. I have no idea. You know, there are a billion different YouTube channels out there, but this for me is something that I think is really cool. You know, everything's on brand and everything looks good here. And if I wanted to extend this, I could just say continued animation. Okay, background moving. Okay, that's all I would put. Okay, and I would just literally be able to extend this, and I'm probably going to use quality for this one, and there we go. And then for this one as well, I could just extend this because I think I probably will actually use this. And so, yeah, I could just literally just extend this as well. So, I mean, the entire thing here is that you can literally create this. And I'm going to show you another platform where you can create these on as well, because this platform does a pretty amazing job. So what I will do now is I will actually make sure I have this image and I make sure I have this image. So I'm going to download this and save this. Or in fact, I can just copy. In fact, let's just first copy this image here. Then essentially when you come to Seed Dance and you want to drop down to AI video and you want to use Dream Media Seed Dance 2.0 Fast, you actually do get 50 credits every day. I don't know if they're still running that promotion, but this currently is still the best video model at all. And this is really good. So for the first frame, what we're going to do is we're going to put that same background image. Then for the second frame, what we're then going to do is then we're then going to grab this image. And then what I will do is I'll put that as the last frame. And then what I will do is I'll actually make this one maybe 9 seconds. And I will say YouTube end screen outro animated background moving. Okay. And then I will just enter that there. And because I want maybe a second variation, I'm going to put one more in. And then I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like. And remember, guys, these have sound as well. So you can understand that they're pretty cool. And I mean, if we take a look at the extended version here, you can see this one is up to around 14 seconds. The animations look pretty cool here. And yeah, I think this one is pretty nice. I mean, look at the animations. It's still animating. It's still visually engaging. And 14 seconds is much, you know, plenty. It's plenty of what you need. And that's why I said, you know, it's very easy. We use the driving images. We then get our own styles. And then we finally animate that for our final outro. So now once these ones render, I'll show you exactly what they look like. And so this is how it actually turned out on Dreamia. I actually thought it was going to be a lot better than this. I mean, I used it for intros. I mean, and that's a completely different video, but it actually does look pretty cool. So yeah, I still think this is definitely very good because you do get it one shot. I mean, that looks super professional. But yeah, there are many different options that you guys do have. And I think this is a valuable tool, especially if you're on your content creation journey. I'm not sure what kind of motion graphics you would need, but this is just something that I thought would help people out. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll see you in the next one.